Hello everyone, hope you are doing fine wherever you are watching me from. Of course, what's trending right now in Kenya is the death of popular Nairobi socialite Starlet Wahu, whose life was tragically cut short on Wednesday night. Of course, as I am recording this, the lady has already been laid to rest today at her mother's home in Kamulu. For those who don't know, the 24-year-old was sister to prominent city preacher Pastor Kanyari and daughter of controversial self-proclaimed prophetess Lucy Ndota. Of course, the late Starlet Wahu was known for her vibrant, posh life and expensive fashion sense. The sudden and shocking incident at Papino Apartments in South B Estate has left her family, friends, and followers in profound grief. I send my condolences to the family of the late Starlet Wahu. So, what happened? Of course, we all have seen the CCTV footages of the late Starlet Wahu and the man who is, the suspect, according to investigations by the police who have done their investigation. Of course, investigations are continuing. The man by the name John Matara is, right, still under the police custody. So, to me, if you ask me, my opinion on this whole matter is that I feel like, or I believe that this guy might be the killer. He might be the person who ended the life of this young, beautiful lady on that night that the incident happened. And according to the CCTV footage that we all saw, these two people were heading to, they booked an Airbnb. And the question that many people are asking, or the question that, I'm asking myself first, were they lovers? Was John Matara and Starlet Mwangi, the late Starlet Wahu, lovers? 2, was this just a one night, stand? Maybe they met somewhere and they said, let's go and book an Airbnb, do what we have to do. Because if these two are lovers, and according to the CCTV footages that we all saw, or the one that I saw, maybe I'm down with a different one, but according to the one that I saw, or I believe you also, is that if they were lovers, at least lovers hold hands, lovers smile to each other. But these guys were kind of, there was a little distance between them. They were like, you couldn't see if they proved that they were lovers. It wasn't there. So to me, I believe that this one was just maybe a one night stand. They met somewhere, decided to book an Airbnb and have, a one night stand. But in that room, according to the investigations that was done by the police, is that 2 condoms were found inside that room. Starlet Wahu clothes were also found in that room, and also a HIV testing kit, which proved that both were negative. But Starlet Wahu was killed after, maybe because if one CD or one condom was found used, which means these guys engaged in sex. Simple as that. And after engaging in sex, it's when Starlet Wahu was killed by John Matara. Maybe, we don't know, but I feel like maybe, because according to the investigation done by the police, is that Starlet Wahu was stabbed several times on her thighs. The investigations that the police did is what led them to where John Matara was, and he was found at Bagadi Hospital where he was undergoing treatment. And it's being said that he was also stabbed on a thigh. If, let's say, if it was a self-defense, why did John Matara close the door from outside? Let's assume I'm having a fight with you and I've injured you badly, you've also injured me. I'll maybe rush to go and, seek medical treatment, but I won't close the door. But why did this guy, John Matara, close the door from the outside after stabbing her several times? Because her body was found on a pool of blood. You see, which means he knew that if this girl could have, got a chance of going outside, maybe Starlet Wahu might still be alive today with us. but he decided to close the door so that after stabbing her on the thigh several times, so that she could not find help from the outsiders. And that's what he did. And he's now convincing us that he was also stabbed. And I believe maybe he stabbed himself. Yeah. But again, what will shock you guys is that there's a certain screenshot that a certain friend of mine sent me, and this was a post that he screenshot from Facebook by this the person who posted this information on Facebook goes by the name Millie Richards. This account of Millie Richards, you can confirm by going searching him on Facebook, Millie Richards, and this is what he posted on his social media Facebook platform. I'm quoting: "So a friend of mine from Kisii has just texted me." This is a friend of Millie from Kisii, texted her. Let's continue. "She had an account with John Matara. According to her, they met on a dating site, and John used to send her a lot of money." Let's go to that point of that I was saying that maybe these two people met somewhere, which means my point is proven. Which means they're not lovers. They met maybe on a dating site. That's where John Matara found the late Starlet Wahu. Let's continue. Before they met, according to her, they met on a dating site, and John used to send her a lot of money before they met. So on the final day of meeting, John Matara booked an Airbnb, and as usual, they carried out the HIV test, the same thing that John Matara did to Starlet Wahu. After booking an Airbnb, bought an HIV testing kit, and which of course came out negative. So the same thing did with this Kisii girl, the same thing that also did with Starlet Wahu, carried out out the HIV test. Let's continue. And John asked her to undress immediately. She undressed. John alitoa kisu and demanded 50 Kenya shillings from her. Even though they carried out the HIV test, John told her he wouldn't touch her or lay her, which means the late Starlet Wahu never complied to John Matara's demand. Maybe they never did say. You can see here what he did to this Kisii girl. He just told her, he put a knife on his throat. He removed the knife, told her to remove her clothes, but again he told the girl that he wouldn't touch her or lay her, which means after there's a possibility maybe the two never had sex, and the late Starlet Wahu never complied on John Matara demands. Maybe she told John Matara, "I won't give you any money." Simple as that. And maybe she told him, "Do what you want to do." And that's what led to her death. Let's continue. Even though they carried out the HIV test, John told her he wouldn't touch her or lay her. So this girl got lucky because at knife point, she managed to raise 50K and gave the money to John. She also narrates that John picked her parents' phone number, and before John left, he asked her to rub her naked while he took a video of her. So you can see why the girl maybe kept quiet for a very long time. This person decided to record her doing what she wanted to do, and maybe told her, if you decide to say what I want to say, if maybe you will report what happened, I will expose or I will leak this video of yours. Maybe let's continue. This he could leak if the girl dared to report him, and this is what I was just saying. Further, John tightly tied this girl and left as he closed the door from the outside. And this is the same thing with Starlet Wahu, the late Starlet Wahu, stabbing her several times. After that, closed the door from the outside. The same thing that he did to this Kisii girl is what he did to the late Starlet Wahu. Let's continue. The next day, she was rescued, number 4, who came in to clean the Airbnb. It's been 2 months since this incident. Because the last paragraph, it says that NB, John Matara has a group of 11 men and they cruise in high-end vehicles. And before they meet, they really spend on you. You can see now, it's a group of people who are doing this sort of business here. They spend money on you, which I believe they did to the late Starlet Wahu. They spend money to him. Of course, money is women's weakness. And after that, of course, maybe she felt that maybe this guy is a genuine person because maybe They interacted for a long time. Let's assume that. And apparently they decide, okay, now let's meet. And they met, and that's what happened. I'm now convinced 100%. I was 70%, but now I'm 100% that this guy, John Matara, is the killer. He is the person who killed the late Starlet Wahu Mwangi. I don't know what are your thoughts on this matter, because I'm now convinced after reading this post that I was sent to by a friend, 100% that this guy is the killer. Of course, this is an occurring story that I will keep on updating you. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so that you don't miss out on our daily videos that we post here.